everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck. I am your host. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the episode, hit that like button too. Give us a big thumbs up. And I'm going to thank y'all in advance. But on this episode, we are tasting and reviewing a beer from Lagunitas Brewing, and they are located in Petaluma, California. So the beer we're tasting, it's a little interesting here. So this is from their WOODSHOP series of beers. This is their Sonomica. And what is the Sonomica? Well, this is a farmhouse sour ale that is aged in red wine barrels from Sonoma County, California. So yeah, pretty cool, a little different. And because of that barrel aging, well, that gives it a higher ABV of 8.2%. So boom, boom, there you go. And with all that, why wait? So this Sonomica, we're going to crack open the top and see what we got going on. Pretty excited to try this, a little bit different. Here we go, 1, 2. Why wait? Let's just crack it open. A little bit of smoke. Not too much, just a little bit there. But let's give this a little pour in our wine glass since, it's aged in red wine barrels, so we're using a wine glass. There we go. Well, let's see the color. Well, that's an interesting color. It's almost like a rustic brownish copper almost. Very interesting color on there. I mean, it is, yeah, it's like I don't know, maybe, or it could be a really, I wouldn't say it's a dark orange. It's a rustic copperish brown. Very interesting. And we have almost little to no carbonation on top, some soap suds floating on top. But let's give this a swirl. Let's give this a nose. I'm really curious on this one. I must say, I am very, very, very intrigued. Ooh. Yes, indeedy. Well, we are definitely getting that sour. That's coming out first and foremost. Because it is a farmhouse sour, so we are getting the notes of the sour. But we are also getting a little bit of fruit, some cherry, probably from the wine barrels. A little bit of black pepper. Let me swirl this a little more here. I want this one to open up here. Open up, beer, open up. A little bit of spicy undertones are coming through. And one more nose here. Yeah, I think that's going to do it here. I was expecting a little bit more from the nose, but that's going to probably do it. Okay, well, I'm going to swirl. I'm going to keep swirling it. We're going to give this a sippity sip because, I mean, I'm keeping myself in suspense. I just want to sip it and drink it. Here we go. Prost. We're tasting. Wow, that is different. That is different and unique. Now, first and foremost, full-bodied beer. I will get that out of the way. It is a full-bodied beer. Now, what's interesting is even though this is a sour, it's not overly sour. And actually, the sour aroma off the nose was a little bit more in your face and more potent than the sour flavors coming through. I will say that. But what else are we getting? Well, we are getting some of those fruit overtones. Some of that cherry is coming through. Let me take one more sip here. Getting a little bit of those spicy notes coming through. And then, yes, a little bit of that black pepper. Now, what's interesting is the flavor profile is almost mimicking the nose until the barrel aspects come in. Let me take one more sip. We are getting, because there is a slight hint of oak coming through from the oak barrels. So that, that's kind of bumping it to that's on the back end. So it's like I said, an interesting beer. But what I am not getting a boozy aftertaste at all, which is very nice. And I know it's only 8.2%, but I was thinking, I might still get some, but I'm not. No boozy aftertaste. But I'm going to give this another sip, and I'm going to get it my rating. Because I don't know what I'm going to give this one. Or maybe I do. I think I would give this beer... I'm going to give this beer an 8. yeah, I'm going to give this beer an 8. It's unique enough and it's different enough to give it a little bit higher rating. But but the only thing I wish some of those, some of that aging from the red wine barrels, I wish some of those red wine characteristics were coming through a little bit more. I know it's a sour, and I'm sure it's pretty hard to balance the sour aspects along with some of those red wine characteristics, like the spicy notes or the black cherry, the cherry notes, or maybe even the black pepper. Kind of getting those to balance out is probably going to be a little difficult. And I just wish overall, on the nose, I wish the sour was kind of brought down, those other aromas brought up. And then on the palate, I wish all those other aromas, all those other flavors could be brought up, and even the sour aspect could be brought up just a hair. Not too much though, because you don't want it to be an overly sour beer, even though it's a little sour. But on that note, I'm going to take one more quick sip. And I'm going to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubsavaplankton.com, or at the blog, which is www.pubsavaplankton.blogspot.com. And with that, I'm going to raise that pint. So we'll see you next time. Cheers, prost, and enjoy.